Hey friends, this is a little bit different for me, but I thought we could talk about something I think a lot of us can relate to these days, which is living frugal and homemaking on a low income. Let's chat while I do some things around the house. If you're new here, my name is Blair. I am a homeschooling stay-at-home mom. We are a family of 6. I have never discussed our income on my channel before. I think because I have just seen how mean some people can be when I've seen others talk about their situation, but people will always have something to say no matter what. This is a new year and we are going to be budgeting a lot more. We are not on the poverty line, we are a little bit above it, but for a family of 6, we are still considered a low-income family. I just want to say some things before I get weird comments. I made a TikTok video a few months ago and I was talking about how expensive something was, and it ended up getting 2 million views. So I had people commenting and saying things like, well, based off how your home looks, you could afford it. First of all, yes, we do have a nice home that we are renting, and I was honestly surprised this house was even in our budget. But we lived in a very unsafe home for 2 years before we found this house. I prayed and prayed every day that we could find a nicer and safer home, and God answered that prayer. I think our last big purchase was our couch, and that is because, if you're new here, our last house was not nice and it had a huge mold problem. We were also having issues with our cats right before we moved. So our couch was not in good condition at all anymore. So we tossed it on moving day and we saved up and we bought a new couch for this home. There's many misconceptions when it comes to low income. Just because we are a low income family now doesn't mean we always were. So most of the nicer things we have now, we've had for years. They were given to us or we saved up for it. Just because you're low income doesn't mean you don't deserve nice things or can't ever buy anything. I just wanted to say that before I continued. Anyways, there are some changes I want to make for our family this year. My husband and I have some things we want to save up for, some things we want in the future, so we need to make some changes. Your spending now will impact your ultimate financial goals, so discipline now or regret later. We're always able to save a little bit after we pay bills, but not as much as we're wanting to. We all know how expensive everything has been. We spend so much on groceries. I remember when we could spend like $150 to $200 at the store and you would get so much food, and now I feel like that barely gets you anything. My husband and I have started trying to cut out a lot more processed foods and eating less carbs and sugar. My kids have expressed interest in doing it too. Just a little bit. There's some things that they don't want to give up, which is fine. Since we homeschool, they're obviously here all day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Every time we go shopping, we buy so many options for them, and they're not healthy. My kids love things like corn dogs, chicken nuggets, and taquitos. If you see my grocery hauls, then you see those things all the time. They are convenient, but I would love to mostly cut that stuff out from their diet. So one change I want to try is, instead of buying so many different options for them for lunches, maybe we pick out 2 different options, like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or cheese quesadillas for 1 week. And they could pick out one type of fruit, like a bag of apples, and then the next week we can switch it up and have 2 different options and a different type of fruit. Something like that. I imagine that would save us a lot of money because we're not buying so many different things. Something that we recently started doing that saves so much money is shopping at Aldi. We have one right down the road, and we started buying our meat from there because it's really good quality, but it's also really cheap and even cheaper than Walmart. I would also love to learn how to make my own bread. But for some reason, besides banana bread, I have never been successful in baking my own bread. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I am going to keep trying at that. Years ago, I used to do a lot of couponing, so that could not hurt. I'm probably going to pick that up again. I used to actually have a lot of fun doing that. And this doesn't save me money at the time, but I do scan my grocery receipts on Fetch Rewards, and I've gotten a lot of Amazon gift cards. It is free, and you always get points for just scanning your receipts. So if you're not doing it yet and you want to, I'll put my code up on the screen for you to use when you sign up. You'll automatically get 2,000 points when you scan your first receipt and use my code. This is how many points I got on my last receipt from Walmart. So right now I have over 42,000 points on there. When you have 28,000, that's equal to a $25 Amazon gift card. You don't need to get an Amazon gift card though. There are other rewards too. Those are just what I like to get. I'm just letting my points add up right now. When I was pregnant with Jeremiah, I ordered a lot of baby things from Amazon using my points though. So it was almost like getting free baby stuff, which was awesome. Also, we're going to be doing pantry and freezer clean out meals before I go shopping. I used to do these all the time and I haven't in a while. Doing this helps so much though. You can get creative with your meals and save money that week. I'll be filming these again when I do it if you're interested in that. I was thinking about keeping a notebook of all the food we have in the pantry and the freezer and everything so we can come up with meals and use everything up before shopping again. There's been so many times where we've bought things we didn't need because I didn't check the pantry first. Before we moved into this house, I started decluttering so much stuff from our life. I was on a decluttering journey. I am trying to go for that minimalist lifestyle as much as I can. It just feels so good to get rid of stuff that you just don't need in your life anymore. I am still working on decluttering. I'll be doing a huge closet declutter soon. I still have clothes from when I was pregnant that are way too big on me. So I do need some new clothes. I feel like I wear like the same outfits all the time. But when I do get some, I'll be buying just a little at a time to replace some things that don't fit me anymore. I even was talking to my husband about maybe having a garage sale or a yard sale, whatever, just to make some money. Because a lot of the things that I'm getting rid of, I am donating and they're in really good condition. So I feel like we could make some money if we did that. Since we are really trying to save money right now, I'm going to be cutting way back on shopping, especially on Amazon. I love Amazon and I love shopping, but I'm going to cut way back on that. We're also going to be canceling our Universal Yums box for a little bit. If you don't know what that is, it's a monthly box with snacks from a different country. They're really fun to do, and we try to include it in our homeschooling by learning about the country that we get that month. My kids love doing this and getting the boxes every month, but that is money that we could be saving, so we're going to just take a little break from them right now. We actually still have one in our pantry that we got last month, so we still haven't even done that. So yeah, we'll have one more and then we're going to cancel it. Another thing I thought of to save money, which might be weird to some people, we have a bidet in both bathrooms and I absolutely love having one. I will never be able to not have one again. So because of that, we were going to get reusable toilet paper, which is basically cute little towels, and you would just use them to dry off and throw them into a basket in the bathroom, and we would wash those and reuse them. Toilet paper is so expensive. I think we would keep toilet paper like for when we had guests over, but that's it. By the way, it is plant watering day and it is cold outside, so I didn't want to bring my plants outside, so I'm putting them all into the showers. I have some in my shower, but then these plants on this side of the house I'm putting in my kids' shower. I watered them really well, and I'm just going to let them sit overnight so they can drain out and everything, and then I'll put them back tomorrow. My kids made cookies and drew some pictures so they could go drop them off at some people's houses, which was so cute. And then I just wanted to get some cleaning done while I talk to you guys. So those are our plans right now to start saving money and living more frugal. Times are hard right now, but we just keep praying to God, and I know He will get us through the hard times. He always has. We're just going to be making some sacrifices now so we can have a better future. I've shown it in my last couple of videos, but if you're new here, that's not a Christmas tree, it's a Valentine's Day tree. I get really sad taking Christmas down. I just think it makes my living room look so cozy. So after Christmas, I like to put up a Valentine's Day tree. I just like how it looks. I love having the lights and everything. Let me know if you guys want more of these videos or what you want to see next. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and chatting with me. If you guys have any more money saving tips, then leave them in the comments. I would love to hear them. Thank you so much for being here and watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.